Hello. Welcome to stream. As you go out, I don't need to tell you what we're doing. It's right up on screen. For all to see. I was a bit slow setting up today because I'm trying to get this new what you call it to work. I'm trying to get the new I'm trying to get the new YouTube thing to work, and it's very confusing. Yeah, oh, it has gone live. But in short format, it doesn't actually show my face in it, which kind of sucks because, yeah, that's not great. Okay, we'll just try this way for today. We'll see how this goes. Depending how it goes will depend on whether or not we'll do it again this way. It does just center. If you full screen it shows everything, which is good. Cool. That's gonna be good. Twitch, let's just do a quick check. Make sure everything here is going up like we wanted to. My channel. There we go. Yes, this does seem to be working. Yeah, it is. Cool. I do need to get my chat open. That's usually a good idea. Auto find activate. Done. Then tomorrow we'll be back. Well, we won't be back. We'll be doing Where Winds Meet. Tomorrow, that's my studying game for tomorrow. Monday's day off, and then Tuesday we'll be back to Minecraft. What we'll be doing, I don't know, because obviously we got a lot of grinding to do, of which I haven't actually done any off camera yet, because I've been working on getting my YouTube video made for my redstone tutorial for my villager farm, but that's taking its time. So, without further ado, let's start. New game. Enter your name. We are the one and only Echo. Obviously, who else would we be? Oh, it's red. That's cool. Echo. Echo. Wake up. Shake myself awake. Open my head. The image of sorry fills my view. Sorry. She must have come into my classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Is that really something to be impressed about, though? Also, it's been so long since I've... That's bad. Okay, yeah, I just tried to move my mic, and my microphone stand just crumpled. Oh, that's a big crack. My metal stand has actually cracked at the base. Yep, this was a bad brand. I'm not getting this one again. Being very poor. Okay. You don't need to wait for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. She's the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help and start a new club. Well, yeah. Since she was the first one to show interest after the proposed club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Well, you promised someone you'd check out the club, so I thought maybe. What are you getting at? You'd come to my club. Like I said, I have no interest in literature. Sorry? Yeah. There's no way I'm going to your club. Yeah, that's mean. Yeah, I'm going home. But you promised. Why do you care so much? Well, I kind of... yes, this is where the problems are lying. I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. And Suki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. Like how you promised me you look at clubs. Ha! I don't know about you, but I think she might have caught us out there. I shot myself in the foot there, didn't I? I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yay, let's go. She grabs my wrist and yanks me out of the chair. And we fall flat on our face. Oh, this is cool. I like the music. And cool transition. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow her across the school and up some stairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Spiteful of energy throws open the classroom door. Yeah, all I can imagine is it just gets ripped off the hinges. Was it really necessary to use so much force when you could have just gently opened it? No, we don't gently open doors. That's a bad day. Hello everyone, the newest member is here. What did I say about calling me a new member? I glanced around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club, it's a pleasure meeting you. So I always says nice things about you, and now you're here. I've been really looking forward to finally seeing you. Wait, why did I say it out loud? My goodness. Who is this angel? She's stunning. I'd never seen her on school before. I would have remembered if my eyes ever made contact with the likes of her. The way her lavender hair pierced mine. Her long purple hair which frames her face. Mature physique that any person wished for. Why does this feel so warm all of a sudden? My face is burning, my palms are sweaty. Does the school turn off the AC after hours or something? Seriously, you put a boy. Way to kill the atmosphere. Okay, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club. That's an incredibly cute girl. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The one with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is the one I don't recognize. The small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. Sayori steps close and leans into my ear. Can you believe she's the same age as Asako? I turn shy with a dumbfounded expression written on my face. Don't let her size fool you. She can hold her own. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. She steps away and turns back to the others. Anyway, listen, Natsuki full of energy. This is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who you see appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with Natsuki. And well, it's nice to meet both of you. I say to both of them, however, my eyes never stray off Yuri. It sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. She smiles sweetly. That smile. Yeah, we had a class last year together, I believe. We're now in the same chemistry class last year. I would joke with my friends about how me and her had chemistry together, implying more of literal chemistry. In reality, we only have one interaction with each other. And that was when I had sneezed. She said, bless you, to which I accidentally responded with you too. Bless you, you too. That's right. It's great to see you again, Echo. You too, Monica. Smooth. Come sit down. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me and Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them, I'll get them. So I got a little too excited. Yeah, but if she went to go grab them, the cupcake would never have arrived at the table. How about I make some tea as well? Ooh, tea, I like tea. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As I mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one to next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room when Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. It's even awkward to sit next to Sayo. Natsuki proudly trots back the table tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? I was about to say this seems the same. Proudly trots back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Oof. Natsuki trips and falls to the ground, tray in hand. Oh my, are you okay? I rushed out my seat to help. Don't touch me. Gets up and repeat without my assistance. He quickly pats herself off. The cupcakes! A tray of cupcakes spilled over. On the floor, I see a dozen chocolate cupcakes with coloured frosting ranging from pink and whites. Each one is decorated to look like little cats with chocolate chips to make the nose and ears. I'm sorry. She looks really sad that she dropped her cakes. So it seems pretty sad too. Yeah, because you want to eat them. Hey, it's alright. Not all of them fell. I pick up the tray. Although a decent number of the cupcakes hit the floor, there's still a few that stayed relatively safe in the tray. You can eat these, right? Right. Yay, we still get cupcakes. Let's see, why don't you get a broom to clean these up? Alright. She goes to the closet and we continue where we left off. Boy leans into my ear. Hey, Echo. Yeah? You did good there. Well, everyone just seemed disappointed. That's just like you. What do you mean? Alright, let's eat these cupcakes. She ignores my question. She immediately grabs one, followed by Monica and then me. As she returns, broom in hand. It's delicious. She already talks with a mouthful and has abs, and has already managed to get ice in her face. I turn the cupcake around with my fingers like the best angle to take a bite. After she finishes sweeping up the mess, she returns to the table. She's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneering glances in my direction. She waited for me to take a bite. Yeah, because yours is... I shoved the entire cupcake into my mouth like a vacuum. What is wrong with our character? That's insane. He just sticks the entire thing in his mouth like it's nothing. I need to actually quickly I need to quickly do something. This is work, right? Yeah. Okay, I need to quickly go set up a hotkey real quick. I disabled it a while ago because it was causing problems with another game, but I want to go back on now just in case we have a certain thing pop up on screen that I need to get off. What's my safe? Hey, number safe is... No, I can't do that because that's what I had issues with. F1, do F1 for now, just so we can go like this, just in case something happens and I need to get it off the screen. So, okay. I shoved the entire cupcake into my mouth like a vacuum. The icing is sweet and full of flavour. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Nessie. Oh, why are you thanking me? It's not like I made them for you or anything. Yeah, I thought you technically did, so he said. Well, maybe, but not for you, you know, you dummy. Alright. I give up on the weird logic and dismiss the conversation. He returns carrying a tea set. He carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down a teapot in the center of the table. You keep a full set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a nice hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. She looks away. I mean, but you know, I understand. Well, tea and reading might not be a passion for me, but I do at least enjoy a cup of tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Mark raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I almost choked on my tea. I was fearful of this question. I can tell I can't tell Monica I was bribed with cupcakes and practically dragged here by Sorry. Troy bribed me with cupcakes and dragged me here. I thought we weren't going to say that out loud, but we very much did just say that out loud. Monica shoots a glance to right and back at me. Then she smiles warmingly at me. That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. So Echo, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, yet another question I was not ready to answer. Considering I've read little to nothing the past years, I don't really have a good way of answering. Yuri seems to be an avid reader, so I need to give an answer that would seem impressive. Think, Echo, think. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. The shooty head suddenly perks up. Did you say manga? Yeah, why? No reason. Alright then, that's not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing her sad smile. Anyway, what about you? Well, let's see. She traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favourites are novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you through a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of psychological horror lately. I read a horror book once. Technically, I watched a movie based off a book, but they're practically the same thing. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Trying to show off much? What was that, Monica? Oh, I was just saying that's unexpected, Yuri, for someone of such gentle nature like you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. I read a book about anti-gravity before. I couldn't put it down. That is terrible. Oh, I'm ashamed of myself. That was really bad. So reading horror is often successful as changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Suki eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you? But what? What gave you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last meeting. Looks like you're working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! I keep that back. Fine. Your cupcake's your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. And you're gonna get punched. I wouldn't do that. He stands behind her and pats her on the shoulders. I'm not cute. That's because you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. But no, you share them sometime. No. She averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. You wanna bet? I understand how she feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. It must be writing willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your mind. I could listen to her talk about writing all day, but thought I was interrupted by Monica. You have any writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help her feel more comfortable to share her own. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I want to read Daddy from poems. We sit in awkward silence for a moment. Okay, everyone. I have an idea. Oh no, that's never good. Sugi looked quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then the next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. What? Yeah, let's do it. First, now we have a new member. I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bonds of the club. Well, it's funny you should say that because technically we haven't said we'd join. Granted, we probably will because otherwise it'd just be game over. But we haven't said we'd join. But yeah. Isn't that right, Echo? What is this, an interrogation? Why do these keep asking me such difficult questions? Hold on, there's still one small problem. Yeah, what's that? I never said I'd join this club. So I may have convinced me to stop by, but I haven't made a definitive decision. I have other clubs to look at and, my train of thought has been derailed. All four of them stared back with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Echo? You all, I'm defenseless. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay to spend every day of viewing. Right, okay, I've decided then. I'll just join the literature club 1 by 1 days later. Yes, I'm so happy. She surrounds me in a vice-like grip, jumping up and down. She just sits there strangling us. Oh, I'm so glad you decided to join. Oh, you're dead. Hey, you really scared me for a moment. If you really just came for cupcakes, I would be super annoyed. That makes it official. Welcome to the club. Thanks, I guess. Although we were pretty much just peer pressured into joining. We were dragged here against our will. We sold our soul for a cupcake, and then we were peer pressured into joining. Thanks, I guess. Everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remembers tonight's excitement. Write a poem to bring to the next meetings we can all share. So excited about me once more. Echo, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Hey, you too. Oh, once again, I failed to form a proper sentence. I feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the others continue to chit-chat as Yuri and I strictly clean up the food. Echo, since we're already here, don't want to walk home together? That's right, I don't walk anymore, because she always had after-school clubs. She might as well. Yeah, and considering you live literally next door to each other, it'd be kind of rude not to. With that, the two of us depart the club and make our way home. The whole way my mind can't stop focusing on one of the people. Yuri. Maybe I'm crazy, but I definitely found a connection between us. Will I be happy spending every day in a literature club after school? Perhaps I can take the opportunity to go closer. Alright, I'll just have to play my cards right, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Oh, if only you knew what there was in store for you, my dude. It is going to be horrifying. Which reminds me, I need to play some more Alien Isolation VR. Perhaps if I write a good poem, I can gain the attraction of a specific person. You research like horror, right? Well, let's see what I can conjure from that. I take a seat at my desk. Poems, 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 poems. I continue to repeat the word over and over in my head as if that would give me inspiration. Tap, 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 tap. I don't know what to write. I'm not feeling particularly inspired. Maybe I write 20 random words down. No, that would never work. I get up from my chair. Ugh. What do? I'm a new member. I have to show I'm good enough to be part of the club. More so I want to impress. I can't afford to embarrass myself. I already did that when I told them I only read manga. Aha. I check out the bookstore. Perhaps if I studied up on poetry I could impress them. I'll grab a notebook and head out. I know this one. We've been here a few times. Alright, let's see. I begin rummaging my fingers along various books. I start to pick random books off the shelf. And wine? And wind? No. It? No. Ooh, that's a good one. No. The Lightning Thief? Hey, Percy Jackson, The Lightning Thief. I've actually read that. Have I finished reading it? I don't think I did. What am I, 13? Oh, I bet I just got... Now I feel insulted now. There has to be some decent book here. Somewhere. Pull it over off the shelf. Doki Doki Outcast. No. That's a fan game. A guy walks behind me. Is that Outcast? He picks it up. This is a great story. I'm sure it is. I walk to the next aisle. Ugh, this is useless. What's useless? Bah. I quickly jerk my boy to face the random voice. Oh, it's you, Monica. Did I scare you? Me scared? Nah. I nearly peed my pants, but overall I'm good. What are you doing here? I'm looking for some books on Chopin. Who? Frederick Chopin. He was a virtuoso and pianist back in the early 1800s. One guy seems to light up whenever she talks with the old dead guys. Are you into piano by any chance? Not exactly. I'm only beginning to learn. Piano? Really? Good at your talents? Well, that's great. Now it's my turn. What are you doing here, Echo? What am I doing here? I would never go to a bookstore on my own volition. Well, this is a part of the literature club now. I wanted to get more well versed in the material. You have anything in mind? Not really. I've just been looking. In the horror section? Huh? I look up and this. I'm not even looking at the labels. I look up and see this aisle is marked horror. Did you happen to get inspired by a certain someone from the club? You're fun to tease. My face turns beet red. My eyes subconsciously begin to move away. I spot They spot a purple figure near the checkout. Well, you only know one purple person. Hey, Monica? Isn't that Yuri over there? Huh? Monica turns around and sees Yuri checking out a handful of books. What a coincidence how 3 club members all went to the bookstore by themselves at the same time. Right, Monica? She seems to be fixated on Yuri. Monica, hello? Oh, sorry about that, Echo. Just a bit distracted. Do you mind if I ask you a question? Go ahead. What do you think of the club members? Ah, Monica seems really serious when she asked me that. Well, I should have saw our best friends. Suki seems alright for the most part. And Yuri? About her. Oh, you seem very entranced by her. Did I? You did. Are you sure? She's a good at the club, but she's very timid around new people. I'd be very upset if she left because she felt uncomfortable in the club. I would never do that. Good. Just keep your distance from her, okay? Are you sure that's the right thing to do? You don't want to isolate her. Everything's better that way. She's acting really weird. Why would I purposely avoid them? Well, I have to go now. Bye. She skips off. It looks like you has already checked out her books and left too. Why would I make them uncomfortable? Everything is better that way. Something about the way she said that makes me feel uncomfortable. Perhaps I'm overthinking things. I end up not playing any books. Instead I begin to walk home. I still have a poem to write. With like 0 inspiration. Hi again, Echo. Glad to see you didn't run away in us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little out of my comfort zone, but I am a man of my word. Well, I'm back at the club. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks to keep me a promise, Echo. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you delve headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like you deserve any slack. You already told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. You even said yourself, so I had to practically drag you here. I don't know if you just plan to come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't do the end of it. Excuse me, Natsuki, but I was talking before you interrupted me. Hey, I'm looking out for us. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. You find yourself stuck between the words saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. She's swiftly defeated. She turns on and marches towards the closet. Don't worry, guys. Echo always gets his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. That's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost burnt your house down once. That's She did? Did she ever tell you that story? Echo, wait. So I was having a party at her house. I'm freaking out. The dog's having seizures. I still got half a pie left. Stop it. It's embarrassing. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I'd be a little jealous. How come you and I could become great friends too? Sorry. As per usual, she's completely oblivious to the most basic of social cues. Oh, Yuri, you brought something today, you know? Wait, sorry. Wait, me? No, not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Well, I need to raise my chair. I am way too far down. There you go. Although what I will say, let me double check if it's working here. It is working, but comparatively so far, this dual streaming thing seems to be quite bad because we don't nearly have the publicity as we did yesterday or the day before yesterday. I don't think that's just because of the game. So I made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. Guess I'm a cute rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry. Oh, my desk is moving. I shouldn't do that. There you go. Move my finger a bit. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. It's a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal of it if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. She reached in her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... without accidentally being cute. She even picked out a book she think I like, despite me not reading much. Hey, thank you, I'll definitely read this later. I enthusiastically take the book. You? Well, you can read it at your own pace. Look forward to hearing what you think. Everyone's settled in. I wanted to kick off some scheduled activities with the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So I'm Monica having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to you a bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from her reading. I catch a glimpse of her cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah. Uh-oh. I think she noticed me staring. She sneaks a glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. That only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. Just wanted to know a bit more about the book is all. Oh, I'm glad you're interested in it. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about? Well, she closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Infinite Isolation. The cover shows a shadowy figure sitting in what appears to be a jail cell. Through the barred windows of the cell, the wall is single cherry blossom. Alright, I want to make sure I don't accidentally give away anything. What's with you and your experimentation camps? Basically, it's about a woman and her husband who are imprisoned in a human experiment camp. They plan to escape the camp, but unfortunately their plans are discovered, and as punishment, the wife is forced to watch them hang from a tree and then spend the rest of her days in solitary. And that's engaging? You find that engaging? My goodness. The rest of the story is about her delve in total insanity after the traumatic events. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it's going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. He gently giggles to herself all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Echo? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories around growing. I hope so. I totally forgot she's into those things. She's shy and recluse on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just these kind of stories. They challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, their own philosophy and stuff they believe in. But suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they were made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling again, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest in it at all. Well, I guess it's alright then. I feel like I should let you know I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I'm talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. It seems to be a bit more relaxed now. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me grab the book. And quickly retrieve the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, if it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip in the seat next to hers. Yeah? Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. Still, I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. Open the book and start the prologue. I should understand what she means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Raising the corner of my eye, I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. So sorry, I was just... You do apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Yeah, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against hers and I hold my book between the two of us. Ah. I suppose so. She timidly closed her own copy. Once we lean a little, our shoulders almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. Ah. Yeah, it kind of makes it difficult to turn the page. Here. Ah, we got the basic one from the base game. Takes the left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah. I do the same with my right arm and on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page where it slides under my thumb and flip it to the other side. But holding like this, where I huddled even closer than before. It actually kind of distracted me, as if I could feel the warmth of her face. She's in the corner of my vision. Should I focus on reading? We actually see the book this time? This is cool. Did I get my tea bag on my tea? I don't know. Lena. Lena, wake up. I slowly open my eyes. The sunlight is blinding until a figure appears over me. He speaks to me in a deep voice. Wake up. We've got a camp to burn. My vision clears and I see who's before me. It's my husband Kinu. I groggily sit myself up. You grabbed my arms and helped me. Come on, I'll talk to you after we get something in your stomach. My eyes glide along the pages. The words aren't difficult to understand, but it's been a long time since I've read a book. Are you ready? Huh? Then your eyes follow me. You turn the page? Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Glance her face again, our eyes meet. I couldn't keep up with normal conditions. In our camp position, I'm having even harder time focusing. Ah, that's okay. I'm not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Yeah, that's fair. We're not really much of a reader. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. I hope she doesn't think I'm illiterate or something. Nevertheless, I continue to read. So remind me what the plan is, I ask. Not here, there's too many years around. Look around the courtyard. Kino and I have been trapped in this POV camp for months now. I'm sick of it. We plan to escape, but I'm nervous. The stakes are high, and if we get caught, who knows what could happen. But guys, waiting for help isn't going to work. We'll rot in here before the war ever comes to an end. I look around the other prisoners around me. It's like a zombie movie, everyone is so lifeless. That's about this is what happens when humans lose their humanity. Nora asked me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assumed that she finished the page before me and I turned it by my own volition. We continued the first chapter in silence. Even turning each page feels an intimate exchange. My thumb gently lets go of the page and it flutters over to her side as it catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. It might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second-guesses a lot of the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they kind of reminisce of some of your mannerisms. I see. Although we've barely read the book, and it really hasn't gone that detailed, so I can't really say I picked that up. She might sound for a moment, but echo. That's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Well, it's embarrassing you think that. Wait, fantastic 10 minutes, I really managed to ruin my chances. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. So I didn't really know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant, are they kind of cute? Okay. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's what time we share poems with each other. You might not have enough time if we wait too long. Ah. Yeah, we just scared the life out of us. Hey, welcome, Shinikiara Depressed. Welcome. How are you doing? Big deals. Spared from her finishing her thought. Is that right, Yuri? You're kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. Yeah, it's not. It's fine. It might have been my imagination, but it seemed Monica was giving me the dirty look before turning away. You released her hand from a book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. I'll go ahead and finish the first few chapters, that way we can read together when the story picks up. That sounds like a good idea. Alright, I'll stand up and make a mental note of where I left off in the book and then slide it into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, my stomach ties itself in a knot. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't we find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sora and Monica confusingly put out the poems. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into the bags. I do the same myself. I love my options. I love having an option. Yuri's probably the most experienced, so I can trust she'll give me the honest feedback. She's also the person I'm trying to impress, so it makes sense to talk to her first. Walk up to her. I guess this is where we show poems, huh? I guess so. The gentleman in me would say ladies first, but she seems to be nervous about this. Not too comfortable with sharing, I presume. It's just that I've never done this before. That's alright. How about I show you my poem first then? Really? Of course. She sighs in relief. Thank you. I wave my hand dismissively. Don't mention it. Just don't make fun of my handwriting. What do you mean? A lot of people give me junk because my handwriting is very childish. I would never do such a thing. I hope that's not how you see me. No, that's not it at all. I feel so lonely. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I hope that we can be of some solace here in this stream. That I had a way better sentence in my head, but that did not come out. Yeah. I hope you enjoy your stay here, and it alleviates that a little bit. No, not at all. I don't think you're the type of person who would make such a big deal out of something so minuscule. Forget I said anything. Very well. Anyway, here's my poem. Hand her my poem. I can see my own poem? That's amazing. The silence of the night, and I lay eyes closing, drifting out of consciousness. Thoughts fester and plague my mind. My imagination plays tricks with me as the deafening silence pounds my eardrums. But the fragile silence is broken by the sound of a voice. The sweet voice of a woman bidding me good night. I'm breathing it out as my eyes close again. I lay in a cage on my blankets. I feel as if I'm in a dream. I can feel the aura of another person next to me. I'm captivated by the voice at my door bidding me good night until I realize I live alone. My heartbeat is unstable as my eyes explode open. The deafening sound returns and my eyes slowly drift out of consciousness again. I do like that. That's cool. The fact that we get someone bids us good night and then he realized I live alone. That's creepy and cool. Phenomenal. What was that? Echo, this poem is fascinating. The dark tone and eerie ambience you've created is very unsettling. Not in a bad way though. Wait, did I raise my voice? I'm sorry. Man, I was actually getting somewhere. Alright, Echo, fix this. Hey, that's alright, I didn't even notice. Please continue, you seem really interested in my poem. Yes, like I was saying. It's a very dark and chilling piece that invokes emotion. Question for you, Echo. How much experience do you have with writing? Your use of metaphors, the way you pull the reader into your poem, is fascinating. Really? Thanks. That means a lot coming from you. To be honest, this is my first time writing poetry. I knew that. I could tell by... She chases the finger on my poem, just inserting it down further. Yes, here's how I was able to tell. A common mistake I see in new writers is that they try to make their writing too deliberate. They usually have to focus on one or two different topics or styles and try to fit them together. End result is both the writing and meaning of the piece are weakened. When she gets her thoughts together, she appears to be a whole different person. Of course, there's nothing you can blame for. That's good advice, Yuri. I'll definitely consider that next time. I'm sure you will improve nicely. Metaphors can go a long way in writing. I have an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. She smiles as if this is a rare opportunity. I think that in itself is funny. I mean, isn't this a literature club after all? Hands me her poem. Oh yeah, we've seen this one. It goes under the light. The challenges in my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calming, breathing, aid of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? Oh, I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. I probably shouldn't tell her I've never learned how to read cursive. I'm right in my main character here. Reading cursive can be very difficult. Well, I just don't read script very often. I think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. I also like the poem. Even though it was short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. Size shouldn't matter, right? Right? I'm pretty glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts by any chance? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Echo. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you only glanced over it after all. Remember, the poets often express their thoughts, feelings, and expressions in their work. But usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is not only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering or harsh remaining place of comfort and able to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. Hadn't even thought of that. That's very impressive. Nah, there's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Echo. Me too. Well, it makes me happy if you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up meetings too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Phew, I guess that's everyone. Say sorry to me, Pum Dear Sunshine. I could tell she wrote this morning, but I asked her, she avoided the question. Next, she showed me a poem called Eagles Can Fly. It was short and simple, but the message on how you can try and try but never really be good was all very well thought out. Lastly, Monica and I shared our poems. Her poem was titled Hole and Wall. It was pretty abstract and I didn't really understand it. She said it had something to do with the epiphany of hers, but she didn't go into much detail. Nonetheless, I thought it was a good poem. I glanced around the room. Felt a little more stressful than I anticipated. As if everyone's judging me for a mediocre writing ability. Excuse me. As if everyone's judged me for mediocre writing abilities. Even if they are just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, saw and Monica happily chatting. My eyes landed on Yuri and Asuki. They gingerly exchanged sheets of paper sharing their representative poems. As we in tandem, I watched each of their expressions change. Asuki's eyes furrowed in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiled sadly. What's with the language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. He dismissively turns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clear about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. It's just I meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, if I could give you a few small critiques. It's not an edgy enough for your taste, Yuri. What's that supposed to mean? If I was looking for a suggestion, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Troy liked it, and Echo did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I didn't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which yours definitely wasn't. Although I got a lot harsher before, and Echo liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Uh-oh, the ticket suddenly stands up. Oh, she's so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous. He appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? How do you know that he didn't appreciate mine more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh? Is everything okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't one who... Good large as Echo size showing up. That's okay. And that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. I would never do such things. Something so shameful. Suddenly both of them faced me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Echo? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more efficient, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making a poem all convoluted for no reason? And the meaning should just jump out to the reader and not force them to figure it out. Let me explain that to her, Echo. But wait, there's a reason why we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings to the utmost effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Echo? Well... How'd I get dragged in this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. Am I really the best person to intervene in this conversation? Pretend you weren't listening. I like to pretend you weren't listening. The fact that I noticed that, I don't think that works. Because they both know we're listening in. They both know we're aware of what's going on. Well, sorry, you're speaking to me? Attempt to diffuse the situation. I think you're both very talented and have very unique writing styles. Let's think back from this seat. I really need to start preparing myself for difficult questions these people might ask. Excuse me, but I don't think you have any right to talk to Echo like that. You know what I think, Yuri? I think that when I first met you, I was excited to meet someone who I thought would share the same interests as me. But now I see. But you're just some sticker. Oh! That's a bit harsh. It's no wonder you have no friends. He runs out wiping her out of his sleeve. I said deeply in Asuki. I see regret in her eyes. I should go apologize. Oh, that's... Okay, so yeah, she does have a conscience there. It got said in the heat of the moment and wasn't meant. I turned to Monica. Aren't you guys gonna do something? Should I? You're Miss President, aren't you? You should help resolve the situation. I think they'll be fine. She walks off. Oh, yeah, well, not very thing there. What on earth? How is the club president not going to do anything here? I don't think Yuri wants to see Natsuki right now, so maybe it's best if I intervene. I thought it was a door to find Yuri. Echo. Ooh, I'm so cold and attracted by Monica's sudden shift in tone. You should stay here. Yuri needs some time to herself to calm down. There's something ominous about the way she said that, but maybe she's right. You will come back when she's ready. Okay, everyone, it's time for us to leave. How do you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. It was alright. But you, Echo? I guess it was okay. It was late to talk with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can do a better job impressing whom I want to impress. Not must have a newfound determination. Echo, ready to go? Sure, let's go. She beams at me. Why does she have a fish? It's true she's been a while since her and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sorry? About what happened earlier? Now, what do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? I think to myself, I shouldn't jump it by off just 2 days. No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. You know, Echo, It's nice I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone else is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone likes you too. That's... Every day's gonna be so much fun. It looks like Troy still hasn't caught on to this kind of situation I'm in. Should be friends and it's nice, but... Well, we'll just see what the future holds, sorry. A pat on the shoulders. I said it more to myself than her, but it's easy to use sorry as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, let's do this. To write another poem. It seems like the last one I wrote seems to be found in my new symbolic meanings in a poem. Maybe I can write something that would again impress her. Well, I'm back in the club. When I look around, everything seems to be going normally. Normally? That's not a word. Well, I forgot how much... it's been a while since I've done a Doki Doki mod, and I forgot just how much speaking there is. What I will say, though, is that, obviously I'm testing this new feature with, whatchamacallit, YouTube dual function. I don't think it's very good. Reading a book, and Natsuki's disappeared in the closet. Hey Yuri, here we're going to speak to Yuri. So I suddenly noticed you reading a different book from the one we were reading together. I turned my head to read the cover. Portrait of Markov? Eh? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Oh no. Oh, excuse me. I was kind of just waiting for you. As if that was the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? That sounds great. Thanks. If there's only one thing that can make reading any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. He stands up and makes his way to the closet. While I watch you retrieve a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a water filter inside. You hold this for a second? Sure. Hands me the water pitcher and fetches the electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Just because of her long legs, she appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? I hand her the water pitcher. Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you rather than just stand here. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Eh? Yuri and I were gonna get some... I realize how weird it sounds to explain to Monica. I'm gonna fill the water pitcher, Monica. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, would you kindly remove your nose from others' affairs? Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Echo in club activities? Or are you upset because I'm doing more to involve our new member in the club than you are? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's something wrong with that. But let's get going, Echo. Yuri quickly exits the room. I look around the room. I see her dig her face deeper in her book. Over in the corner, Natsuki recedes back in the closet. The look on Monica's face scares me. I quickly follow her to the corridor. Once in a hurry, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke her up thinking, how could I say something like that? Yay? Something about the way she said that made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? Why do I have to make myself so unlikable? No, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's not right for you to judge people like that. There you go. How come, if you want to do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect, and we have emotions. We can't hide them. We can't always hide them. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light shower into a hurricane. Yeah. No. Would you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Just ahead a bit. Echo? I really like being friends with you. Thanks. Did I just get friend-zoned already? I'm being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help her feel better. Anyway, yes. Shall we go? Yeah. I go get the water. We arrive at the water fountain. She begins to fill up the pitcher. Echo, you think Monica's mad at me? I think back to her blank expression. I don't think she's just a person who get upset over something like that. Yeah, well, I don't know. She looked like she's ready to murder them. But then apparently they're not. Apparently that she's not self-aware, but it's not supposed to be self-aware. But this showing signs of her being self-aware. That's the weird thing. Because in the description, apparently they're not self-aware, but it definitely seems that way. So either the description that the creator said is incorrect. Either it's incorrect or it's misleading. It's definitely misleading. Definitely misleading. I should apologize, right? I think so. Just tell you how you feel. It wasn't right to intrude on us. You're right. I'm not very good at displaying my emotions. I don't get to experience social interactions as much as other people. When I do, I end up embarrassing myself. I unintentionally give her a look of pity, trying to come up with something to say. Yeah, yes. She looks at me with upturned eyes. Upturned eyes, what does that mean? It's some sort of painting she's appreciating in a museum. Yeah, I think you have enough water. Huh? Look down at the picture. It's completely overflowing and spilling over. Yeah. Casey, let's go with the button. Whoops, I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. It's fine, is it? Well, as long as you didn't flood the building, I guess it's fine. Fine, okay. Dumps the excess water. Need to do something here. It's clearly on edge. Look at me. You want to be fine. Didn't do anything wrong. I wasn't focusing on the water. I'm not talking about the water. Well, if you flood the entire building, maybe then it would be a problem. Hey, Monica, you don't have to worry about that. You sure? I'm sure. Yeah, I'll prove it to you. Miss Mama, I promise I will do everything in my power to stop anything from hurting you. That's a bit weird. I just realized that's a really odd thing to say. But, thank you. Let's go to the club room now. Everyone's probably wondering where we are. Yeah, okay, let's go. I'm not sure what happened, but it appears it let go of some anxiety. As we enter, I can feel the penetrative stares of the other members. Do you like oolong tea? I'm not knowledgeable when it comes to tea, so I guess whatever is fine. Perhaps I can teach you sometime the art of making tea. That would be cool. That'd be a nice day, huh? I guess I said too much. So exactly the first step of making a hot cup of tea. I do my best to lighten the mood. Oh well, allow me to show you. Oh, they got a fancy one like they can change the temperature. It says the temperature in the kettle is 200 degrees. Time to get the teapot. You do this properly, don't you? Well, of course. I shouldn't do any less when making tea for others. I'm not an even if I'm not an expert in tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be more impressed. Perhaps I will. Oolong tea. I've had peach oolong tea. That's really nice. I got like one serving left of it to make. Fetch the teapot and begin measuring the tea leaves. Rosemary seems to have humming to herself a little bit. I'm in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking recently, and I decided I need to be more expressive. Turns out it's not really hard for me to do, when it's you who's around. It's getting warm again. That's great. Just don't push yourself. You're always worrying about me. It's very endearing. She wasn't kidding. Her face is probably be a bright red at this point. I catch her pour a cup of tea for each of us. I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Yeah, why is that? It's a little easier on my back. I could my back against the wall rather than bending over on my desk. Sorry, I didn't realise. No worries. I just have my back pain very recently and I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because... your posture, right? I always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. I am 99% sure we're not talking about posture, but I think it's best I leave the conversation at that. I go get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolates as well. Ugh, poison. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that are hidden from Sroy's candy vader. I'll take it since the golden well of tea. No, it doesn't. Chocolate and tea? Ugh, horrible. Why ruin a perfectly good cup of tea with chocolate? We sit against the wall, teacups are outside. As in sync, we resume the reading positions last time to each one's holding half the book. Except this time, we're closer than before. Oh, no, just read the book. But you're gonna get chocolate over the book. That's just, ew. I can't see too well. Maybe you should get glasses. Get closer. How am I supposed to focus on reading? I found this one later, but less apprehensive. My husband, you might be having a heart attack. Your teacup? Hands me my tea. Oh, thanks. Holding it in my hand, it's not holding it, but I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus on reading. You don't mess up the posture. Meanwhile, I haven't noticed a single thing. Also, we don't want to spill the tea. Spilling the tea would be a crime. As an intense reading expression, I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I call upon every reserve willpower in order to focus on reading. A few minutes, I finally managed to relax. We get to read the book this time. Yes, we do. Finally, he shouts at me. I run as fast as I can. Ugh. Hit something solid and fall on my back. Upon impact, the back of my head collides to the earth. My head begins to throb uncontrollably. I try to look into what I ran into. A guard appears before me. He gazes down with a sinister smile. He motions to another guard and shouts something foreign. Get off me. I hear Kanye yell from several yards behind me. I desperately try to see what's going on. And suddenly I remember how chocolate to me. I put the teacup between my leg and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. That's alright. Briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touched it then it might smudge on the page. Ah, you're right, I didn't think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Opens the book with both hands. All this I don't have any time had other time reading it, but as a result of that, yeah. My brain is short-circuiting to this point. In that case, it will be dragged back into the book. I take a shot and pop it in her mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to her. Doesn't even look away from the book, simply passes as the situation completely natural. What am I supposed to do here? Answer now. Apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. What chocolate is that? It looks horrible. Just like that, she closes the lid. Expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... She looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. I go, so sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. One of these days I'm going to hold the conversation about making a fool of myself. And that's, well, we're just helping. That's something that friends do, sure. Right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah. Then, don't need to stop or anything. I see. It's when I can hear my own heart racing. Try to return to the book. But I can tell by her expression she can't focus on it now. I'm in too deep to stop now. I notice she's taking out a chocolate between my fingers. It's into my mouth, but this time you realize me smile. Why did it come to this? It doesn't avert her gaze. I pierce through my... I want the chocolate. What if we're actually allergic to the chocolate and we just poisoned her? It's just rising and falling in the rhythm of her breaths. Hey, I have half the choice sticking out my mouth. Ah. Clear face, go for the first. The world's gone. It's just me and Yuri. Okay, everyone. Thank you. In my pack, I accidentally inhaled it. I start to cough uncontrollably while the other man just step pitifully. We choke on the chocolate. We get so scared by her announcing, okay, everyone, that we start choking on the chocolate we were eating. That's amazing. Where's my phone going? Beep, 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 beep. It doesn't want to unlock. Okay. and gulped down the rest of the tea to wash down the chocolate. Uh, uh, it's time to share poems. Echo, you can help Yuri put the tea stuff away, right? Yeah, of course. Thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. He picks up the teacups from the floor. Once I've calmed down from my near-death experience, I open up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this would be something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Show and tell time. Ready to take a look at my poem today? Of course. I'm eager to see how you've improved. I wouldn't say I've improved, but, well, let's see what happens. Hand Yuri my poem. Mr. Fingers, despite better judgment, despite what you know, eternity is encased in a rusty cage. No one can leave, no one can be free. Feeling of rust on the fingertips like rusty spoons. It's almost the horror of the sound of rusty spoons on a rusty cage. Scraping, scraping, scrape. A contamination washed over the desolate landscape. The birds chirping to cries of men. The howling of wind turned to screams of children. The rustling leads to deafening silence. Silence is all there is in a rusty cage, except when the sounds are broken by a rusty spoon. That is kind of, I don't know, I didn't like that, Echo. I really hope she doesn't figure out I wrote this down in one go. I have no idea how to do symbolism or anything. This year, every my poem was just scrambled words put together to pretend to have a meaning. You're a perceptive reader, so this isn't good. She's gonna find out that I just YOLO'd my poem. This poem is phenomenal. What? If I had a guess depicting this poem, I could see a lot of symbolism. At first, it may appear as if the writer had no idea what they were doing. Hits the nail on the head right there. But delving further into the way he described the rusty cage and spoon, and the use of attitudinal examples, I could correct me if I'm wrong, but this poem is describing the mind of someone with schizophrenia, right? Kale representing the mind. The rusty spoon symbolizes the spasmodic thoughts that pound on one's brain, and the horrid sounds that show the hallucination one hears and sees. What the? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to convey when writing it. Your poem is so indescribable, but in a good way. How do you manage to pick up on these techniques so quickly? Nice, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's anything compared to what you wrote. Oh, you flatter me. Yeah, we didn't have a clue what we wrote. However, you shouldn't cut yourself short. With more practice, you'll be able to display to the reader your most inner thoughts. I don't know. The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma. Milk spills. Anyway, please continue. Ah, yes. As I was saying previously, you shouldn't be afraid to be more daring of your work. Rather than writing down your thoughts, write down something you see and hear. That sounds like a good exercise, thank you. Maybe I'll try it out. I have an example of that. If you maybe want to, I'd love to read it. She smiles dreamily and puts a poem in my hand. Oh, the raccoon. I think this is the same one as before. Yeah, we've seen this somebody. The raccoon happens in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendrils as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware the raccoon that is well fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was a symphony, the bread was my hungry curiosity. The raccoon a wage. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of the raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft, the raccoon becomes excited. Oh, perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon became hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon showed me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feel myself again. I think here the raccoon is herself. the raccoon is symbolizing, I think, herself. The bread is symbolizing, well, her arm. Snack, my attention gets caught by the... And she gets caught by the feeling of it and then gets drawn into it. I was more daring with this one than yesterday. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. Maybe I'm just dense, but I don't even have the slightest clue as to what the poem is supposed to mean. That's right, it's a bit close to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and convey emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own ways. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. Sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people make fun of me. Do you really think that, Yuri? Yuri nods slowly. Well, I suppose I can't speak for everyone, but I want you to know that no matter how strange your hobbies may be, I won't judge you based off them. You don't really mean that, do you? Of course I do. Everyone has their own weird hobbies they may not want to share. But it's not like you're doing anything dangerous, right? Right? I mean, I know I have a bit of a guilty pleasure I'm embarrassed about. But like everyone has something like that. The best we can do is respect each other's individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad I got a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. Never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now I feel almost something I look forward to. It's just a very nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. I try to hide the fact I'm starting to blush. It's nothing really. He smiles sincerely at me. For a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Well, once again, that's everyone. After yesterday, I felt a bit easier to share my poem today. I thought nothing would be a big improvement I wrote for yesterday. On the other side of the room, sorry, talking to Suki. Wait, so she didn't kill him because their mother both named Fanta? Yep. That's lazy writing, don't you think? As I pan my eyes down to the room, we're stopping Yuri and Monica, who are sharing their poems. It looks like Yuri's trying to apologize. Yuri, let me tell you something. He leans into Yuri's ear. Do you understand? Yes. Yuri nods tipsily. What is that about? I begin to walk over. Monica grabs everyone's attention. Okay, everyone. I believe that concludes the poem sharing for today. Okay, I have to go early to catch up on homework. Is that okay? Ow, my hand. Ouch. Sure, so I see you later. Bye. Sorry, waves goodbye and skips off. I have to go too. My dad's making dinner and I have to be there on time. That's a bit odd. Nasuki, they're off to do something. Nasuki leaves without saying anything else. Monica goes behind the teacher desk to do presidential stuff, I suppose. I guess that is Yuri and me. I walk up to her. Hey, Yuri. Is everything alright? Is there something you want to tell me? I got something to do. He rushes out the room, clinging to her backpack. Well, that was odd. I turn around and stare to Monica. Hey, Monica. Look up from the stack of papers. Is there something you need, Echo? You know what's going on with Yuri. She's a strange one, isn't she? Yeah, not that there's anything wrong with that, mind you. Yeah, but she seems to be acting stranger than normal. Maybe you should just ignore her. Ignore her? Yuri's not used to being around new people. So I just shouldn't talk to her? No. It's okay to make some light small talk, but don't get too attached. Yuri has a bit of a way of being obsessive when it comes to these things. Now I'm really lost. I have no idea what she's talking about. I don't think I'm following. Look, Echo, just don't get too close with her, okay? I mean, you can always spend time with me. I'm beginning to blush. Did the class star just ask me to spend time with her? I shake the thought out of my head. I don't know, I feel you and I have been getting along rather well. Monica, you really don't know her, do you? I mean, sure, she's mysterious, but I think I'm learning more and more about her each day. Also, when Monica whispers something in your ear that seems to really bother her, what did you tell her earlier? What do you mean? I thought you whispered something to her and... Oh, don't worry about that. It was just some cool stuff. There's something here she's not telling me. But I'd be dreaming if I thought I'd be able to get information out of her. Anything else you need, Echo? Guess not. Awesome. Well, if you don't mind, I have some club president stuff I have to do. I guess it's how she subtly asked me to leave. Alright. Bye, Monica. Cool stuff. She seemed really bothered by whatever she told her. Must have been very unnerving. She just completely ignored me and rushed out the room. Perhaps I'm overthinking this. I don't know what Monica was saying about you being obsessive over things. What does she mean by these things? What does she mean by obsessive? Yuri and I got fairly close. I'm starting to actually understand her. Or perhaps she's only showing me what she wants me to see. This is getting me nowhere. I can't focus on anything except Yuri. I need to clear my mind. Perhaps writing a poem will help. Oh, a guy's actually getting into writing poems. That's cool. Well, school's day over. Time to head to the club. There was no tension in the air yesterday. I want to talk to Yuri to clear things up. I don't care if Monica told me to stay away from her. It's obvious something's bothering her and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. Right in front of the door. Before I open, I hear muffled shouting from the other side. What the? I hastily open the door. This music. I'm sorry for disrespecting you. I don't want your apology. Ever since you joined this club, you've been toxic. You sit at your desk, face shoved in the book, and you don't communicate with any of us. You outcast yourself and take up space. You know there's a thing called a library, right? And if you want to come here just to read and isolate yourself, you can do it there. And what do you say to that? She exhales sharply. You're crazy. I think you're a total. You have no right to treat me this way. You think you know everything, but guess what? You're just dumb. You think that you're popular and you can walk over everyone? Well, think again. Because when I'm done with you, not even your parents will recognize your bastard. Oh my goodness. Yeah, go ahead, Yuri. Show everyone what you're really like. Show Echo what you're really like. You glance out and notice I've been in this room the whole time. Wait, Echo, it's not what you think. Not really like this. I just, Yuri frantically looks around the room. Here's the suggestion, Yuri. What have we walked into? Have you considered exiting yourself? It'd be beneficial to your mental health. What did we just walk into? Once again, she rushes out the room with tears in her eye. Whatever's wrong with you? You want to blame me? Why'd you say something like that? Now you see who she really is. I can't believe this. She went out of the way to show the worst side of someone. You're disgusting. Turn to see that Sori is also here, but in the chair, hands tightly held against her ears. You find Yuri. I wouldn't do that, Echo. You may not like what you see. Go to hell, Monica. I rushed out the room without another word. Oh, yikes. Now it's time to find Yuri. I run down the hall looking through empty classrooms trying to find her. Make my way to enter the hallway near the staircase. I can hear merciful stops coming from upstairs. That has to be her. I run upstairs as quickly as I can. Yay. Answers, what on earth? Yuri! Well, I see me fit my stomach. Oh my. Echo, you weren't supposed to see me like this. Also, why are we in the girls' bathroom? That's a bit weird. Running scrambles trying to comprehend what's before me. Force of haste from my body takes over. I start to walk closer towards her. No! Stay away from me. I'm a freak. Hey, please, let me help you. These scars look deep. Let me see if the nurse is still here. No, please, don't. I don't deserve to be helped. I take another step towards her. I just want to make sure you're okay. You saw me. You saw me behave in such an indecent way. Back at the club, Yuri completely lost her cool. But anyone in a situation like that, I would have so much pent-up emotions inside of me. I was doing such a good job of bottling them up, but they just slipped out. Taking another step towards her. I said, stay away. Okay, we can actually show that now because there's no weapon. I said, stay away. She continued to back up away from me. I don't know what to do. She's locking herself in a cage when all I want to do is let her out. Oh, Yuri. Tears crash around her. Trails of blood stains the floor. I can't help myself. I can't help the urge. I can't control the pain I feel inside. I can't let people accept me for who I am. I can't accept me for who I am, because who I am is a monster. I take more steps and reach out to her. Stop it. Don't you understand I don't want to be helped? Just leave me alone. Turns around and runs away from me. Wait. I chase after her, but it's to no use. She's too fast and I lose sight of her. I fall to my knees and hang my head down in shame. This is all happening this time. I should have known. I should have to find her. Pressing my hands into the tiles, I heave myself to my feet. I continue to rush down the hallway. I hit a small pink figure near the vending machine. Dong, oof. Oh, Natsuki, I'm so sorry. Watch where you're going. If you're going any faster, you would have knocked me right onto the ground. I'm sorry, I know she has some coins in her hand. Natsuki, why are you holding... Shut up. It's none of your business. Oh, sorry, don't have to be so defensive about it. Alright, I'm sorry. My dad just hasn't been doing good financially, so any money, no matter how little, helps a lot. I just woke up. What did you miss? Monica's horrible. She's been having a go at Yuri. She told Yuri to go, leave the world. And then we found Yuri with her hobby in the bathroom. And her arms were injured. And now we're chasing her down after she tried to run away from us. My dad has me done. Oh, well now I feel bad. I forget I said anything. Why are you here? Shouldn't you be in the club? Well, I was, but it's a long story. Anyway, I need to find Yuri. Why are you stalking her? That really come off as a stalker. That's seriously, I need to know where she is. Well, I suppose I could help. Really, how? She lives down the road from me. But Monica would never. I don't know, she's turned quite evil for some reason. Well, technically she's evil in basic game anyway. Yeah, can you take me there? Like I'm gonna help you stalk her? I facepalm. I see you for real. For her safety, I need to find her. Oh, fine, since you put it like that, I'll help. But if you anything, if I hear you did anything to her, yeah, can we go now? Leads me out to the school. What was she about? Said about the home situation? It sounds hard to believe her father doesn't make enough to the point of having to look. And the vending machines, the way she brushed off the top, it makes me feel there's more to it. I can't dwell on it too long. Right now, Yuri needs my help. Except she told you she doesn't want help. Natsuki stops and points to her house. There it is. Thanks, Natsuki. Whatever, just keep this day between you and me, okay? She walks off and is eventually out of line of sight. I make my way to the front door. Here I go. Press the doorbell. No answer. I knock loudly on the door. Here it is, me, Echo. Yep, but that's weird. That's the weird coming by stalker. Our cat is in the wrong here. I just want to talk to you. I look up to one of the upstairs windows. Inside I can spot a purple figure peeking from behind the curtains. She quickly jerks the curtains shut. Well, this is definitely the right house. How can I convince her to let me in? Light bulb! I banged the door once more. Hey, I brought that book. I figured since we left the club early today, we could read it somewhere else. Within 30 seconds, you heard the sound of a lock turning. I can't believe that worked. You see, opened the door. I was enough to speak through it, but not enough to see inside. I go, you shouldn't have come here. I know, but I couldn't help but be worried. Hash brown incoming. Nice. Hash browns are nice. May I please come in? No. You should leave. Close the door, but I shoved my hand in the... No. That's called breaking and entering, dude. I'm sorry, but I'm coming in whether you want me to or not. This is definitely considered a breaking at this point, but I don't care. If you hurt yourself, then I did nothing to stop it. I could never forgive myself. I can sense her backing away from the door. Thank you. We just broke into her house. Well, like I'm in the house, she stands before me. If I had known better, I'd have thought she'd been kept in here for weeks. Standing in here, I can see her arms clearly. Or I should say what's left of them. It's clear these cuts are fresh and had to be made recently. If I hadn't come, who knows what would have happened. That's what I do all the time, and plus I don't get arrested. Plus I have permission to do break in and enter. Yeah, but is it really break and entering if you have permission? Yuri, I'm sorry that you have to see me like this. I'm not really comfortable sharing this side of me. Then I won't make you share. I pull out the book from my bag. Infinite Isolation. How about we treat the wounds first? In the short days you're in hide, we've already talked about the third book. Okay. We should really bandage the wounds. The first time you leaves the floor and look up at me. They find me sitting on the couch. Yes, that's fine. Good, do you mind if I clean myself up very quickly? Of course, take your time. Thank you. With that, she turns and darts upstairs. What did I get myself into? Take a seat on the couch. And wait, you should have helped look after her arms. What can I do? My phone vibrates in my pocket. Huh? You can't run from me forever. What on earth? Tell my response. Who is this? Bzz. She doesn't deserve you. What on earth's going on? Who is this person? How did they get my number? Echo. I jump out of my seat from the unexpected sound of Yuri's voice. She's now standing on the other side of the couch. I'm lucky she is not some sort of assassin because she could have easily snuck up behind me and snapped my neck. Is everything okay? Yeah, I'm just waiting is all. Now she's wearing a cotton sweater to hide her arms. You didn't wait too long, did you? Not at all. Come sit down. Just for you to sit down beside me on my couch. Are you sure? Well, how else are we supposed to read together, silly? She takes a deep breath to calm her nerves. If Assassin was here, I would have made a assassin joke, lol. Yeah. Assassin's busy, so I don't think we'll see much of him this weekend. Yuri takes a deep breath to calm her nerves. She then looks back at me. I suppose you're right. With that, she slowly steps to the other side of the couch and swiftly sits down. She takes a book from my hand and opens it to the page we stopped at previously. As we continue reading the book, we are following the main character as she is forced to live the rest of her life in a small cell with no human contact. She is constantly haunted by the visions of her dead husband who was brutally ended in front of her. She's also tormented by hallucinations of the guard laughing and mocking her. She's slowly starting to spiral into the dark pit of insanity. Wait, what then? This is the book we're reading. I wake up in a cold sweat on the floor. I try to get up but fall to the ground. Ugh, everything hurts. I don't know how much time has passed since counting was... Yeah, I stopped counting the night cycles about a week. It seems pointless. I haven't got any sleep either. How can I sleep when every time I close my eyes I see his swaying under the tree? Those evil people. I go over the small sink in my room and run the cold water. You failure. Huh? I hear an ominous voice call to me. I look into the mirror and my reflection stares back. Suddenly it opens its mouth. You couldn't save him, it whispers to me. Do you know how important you were to him? And you let him die alone. No, I say. I shout back to my reflection. Stop it, you're not real. Oh, I'm as real as you are, it responds. I'm just a reflection of you after all. She or I say that in a matter-of-fact way. My reflection continues to pester me. You can't hide from me. I am you. Where did Nat go? She just left. After she showed us to Yuri's house, she left. I scream at the top of my lungs. Get out of my head. I punch the mirror and it shatters. Glass falls to the floor. I sit down to the broken pieces and I step back. It scares me. The emptiness in my eyes. With shaky hands I pick up the shard of... firmly grasp it in my hand. It's like writing up... Oh, that's disgusting. Ugh. I don't like that book. I don't like that book. In my panic, I jolt back and take my eyes off the book. A statue who failed to meet my gaze. I go back to the first day when I told the main card reminds me of her. I feel I'm about to throw up. Tears begin to fill her eyes. Do you know why I shared this book with you, Echo? Ah. Me too, yeah. Because I don't know how to properly communicate with people. I don't know how to speak my true feelings. I don't know how to show people who I really am. The only thing I know are books. I had hoped by sharing this book with you I could somehow show you the glimpse of my mind. But now I realize that was a tragic mistake. Because now you see me who I really am inside. Yuri reach out to grab her hand, but she jerks it away. Tell me, why are you really here, Echo? What? You didn't come because you wanted to read. That's fair. You came because you felt sorry for me. You thought because I hurt myself, or even maybe she trails off. I asked myself, why did I come here? It's not like I was forced to. It's not. I only met her 2 days ago. Why do I feel so obligated to help her? You're right, Yuri. Huh? She looks up at me. I stared deeply in her lavender eyes, and they pierced back. I didn't come here originally to read with you. I came here because I was worried about you. And I wanted to help you. What you're doing is dangerous, and I want you to help you stop. But Echo, I can't. Don't you think I've tried? I know the dangers of it, but I can't stop myself no matter how much I want to. Why would now be any different? As again, I reach for her hand, expecting this time she doesn't move it away. I hold it gently wrapped in mine. Because this time you're not alone. I'm going to help, and you're going to get through this together. Why help me? All I've done is bring you into this world of hurt, and every time you show me affection, I push you away and tell you to leave. Yet for some reason you stay. Because I mean, that's what friends do. They save each other no matter what or how hard life gets. I almost told her I loved her. Oh, do I like her? I don't even know what love is. I don't have any friends, Echo. That's not true, because now you have me, and I won't let anything or anyone hurt you from here on. So I remember something. Oh, I almost forgot. Huh? I have something for you. Got my bag. You weren't at the club today, so we didn't get to share poems. But I shipped a poem from my bag. I wrote this. For you. Me. I know it's not your preferred style, but it does express how I feel. I wrote it yesterday. I just had a weird feeling I wanted to express it. I didn't write anything. That's okay. Do you want to read it? She silently nods. With hesitation, she reaches my poem. Amethyst Angel, you keep your secrets locked inside. There's a storm within your mind. I'll be the light to guide you through the dark. I promise I'll fix your broken heart. Hey, it rhymes! I know you're hurt deep inside. I promise it will be okay. I promise no one will ever hurt you. We can find a special day. You're too perfect for this world. Your heart's made of solid gold. That would be heavy. I promise, pretty lady, that together we'll grow old. I want into your twisted world of pain so I could get you out. Such a beautiful person. You're the one I can't live without. Okay, the rhymes in that is really cool. Also, very cringy. That makes me cringe trying to reading that out. This is... Tears glide down her cheek. I just want to help. Yuri looks down at her sleeve. I can see dark red strings forming in the cotton. Well, it looks like MC knew how to rap, yeah. But you should have bandaged it. She didn't clean her cuts. Reached down to her sleeve. Her other hand latches onto mine. Echo! Please, trust me? She slowly exhales and hesitates and really grips my arm. So he rolls her sleeve up. Now I'm this close, I can really see the damage. This poor person has mangled her arm. Lines upon lines, all in a row. Some new, some old, some shallow, some dangerously deep. Do you have a first aid kit? She nods and stands up. I get up and she takes me to the bathroom. Now we're being sensible. I wake up and check the time. 10:40 AM. It's Saturday, so usually I would relax after such a stressful week. Unfortunately, that's not the case considering the events that occurred yesterday. With Natsuki's home situation and Sori's avoiding me, not to mention those mysterious texts I got. Okay, I feel like we've jumped forward here. I wouldn't say Sori's avoiding you from what she left early one day, and that's her avoiding me? Obviously, we don't see the morning, so we don't know what happened then. And of course, Yuri. After I helped her clean her guts, it's getting late, so I felt it would be best to go home as I feared Yuri may implode from anxiety. What on earth happened and why is Sori ignoring us? Yeah, and obviously, all we know is that Natsuki's family struggling for money. Her dad's struggling with money. And she just ignoring us apparently, but that doesn't make sense. We haven't seen anything about her. Before I left, however, I asked if she wanted to go out today. I told her about a fairly new cafe that opened downtown, and she said she would like to go. I guess start getting ready then. I sit atop my bed and look through the window. It's a bit cloudy currently, but it looks like it's going to clear up later. After completing my daily routine and eating breakfast, I look at the clock. I suppose I start heading out. I put up my phone and send a text. I'm glad I remembered to get her number before I left. I'm making my way over to your house now. You almost ready? Hopefully today will be nice and easy. I think she deserves a normal day for once. I didn't expect her to bring up her incident, nor do I plan on bringing it up myself. Is this? I think it is. I'm going to help her, but I have to wait for her to be ready. Yes, I'm ready. Perfect. I got my wallet and keys and exit my house. Tea break. I'm nearly out of tea. Immediately the door opens and Yuri steps aside. Hello, Echo. Hey, cool. Have you been waiting by the store the entire time? Well, you said you're on your way, and I know it's only a 10-minute walk from my house to yours. If you were ready a long time ago, you could have texted me and I'd have gotten here faster. I must have slipped my mind. Anyway, shall we go? Yes, let's go. She beams at me. Pleasant sight to see after the horrific few days. We walk until we make it to the downtown area. This part of town, full of all sorts of restaurants, shops, and clubs, you name it, is here. Street performers and beggars also line the sidewalk on occasion. We walk by a guy strumming an autistic guitar. Oh, not autistic. A guitar. Wow, and there's Wonderwall. You and I speed up our pace a bit. I believe the cafe is just the end of the block. Sure enough, we finally arrive at the cafe and step inside. Oh, this is very fancy. We stand in line and look over the menu, but whatever you're a tea expert, what do you recommend? Oh, there's so many kinds. I don't want to give you something you don't like. Relax, I'm not super picky. Maybe I'll get the green tea. That's a fine choice, Echo. Perhaps I'll have the Ginseng tea. I have no idea what that is, but if you're getting it, it must be good. Random idea, what if two guys get into a video game and just live there instead of trying to escape? Yeah, in fairness, that's most isekais. That's actually that's your normal isekai, really. What would be more what would be interesting as well if there was one where they try to escape? I do know. Actually, I guess Rising on the Shield Heroes kind of like that. He's kind of trying to get out, but he's not at the same time. I got reincarnated as slime. But see, the problem with some of them is that a lot of the isekais, they die to get into the other world. So going back isn't an option. I heard T's amazing. Most jobless reincarnation. Well, he died of a heart. He got ran over by a truck. But yeah, it would be interesting. I have no idea what it is, but it must be good. I turned to face her to see she's talking to herself. Are you alright? Yes, I'm okay. Just rehearsing my order. What? You don't mentally prepare how you're going to phrase your order before ordering? I can't say I do. Oh, this is very embarrassing. Now I've done it. I really need to get better at talking to them. Talking to girls. Hey, don't worry, I'm sure a lot of people practice their orders. The truck actually has a name. It's called Truckan. Yeah, Truckan. He's reincarnated many people. Hey, don't worry, I'm sure a lot of people practice their orders. But I think it's kind of cute. What did you say? Next. That's us. How can I help you today? May I have a green tea? One green tea? The cashier writes down my order and then turns to Yuri. And what can I get you, ma'am? I guess I didn't have to finish the rehearsal. I'll take the tea. Even me, that's why I have the reborn in my name, lol. Ah, fair. The cashier. I'm at a tea shop. What would you like? Tea, please. The cashier stares blankly. Ma'am, we have a lot of different types of tea. Points to the menu behind her. Oh, of course, I'm sorry. The cashier clearly uncomfortable looks at me. Someone shouts from behind us. Can you hurry up? Some of us have places to be. I turn and see a noticeably large line behind us. I look at you, who's turned as pale as a ghost. See now, this is the interesting option. Ordering for her just fixes the problem, but it's reinforcing her mindset that she can't do anything by herself. Whereas letting her do it herself shows that she is capable of doing it. I think Yuri's got this. She lifts her arm and you can see her trembling in her shoes. With shaking and she points to the menu. Can I have a... She speaks out the word barely audible. Jinsey? The cashier looks up the menu behind her. Is that Jinsey? Yuri nods. Alright, 1 green tea and 1 Jinsey. Yeah, because I have to go to the bathroom. I'll pay for the order and I'll find the city. I know exactly what she's doing in there. She messed with her arms again. I'm sorry. Hey, it's okay, we can forget this ever happened if you want. Very deeply exhales. Okay. The waiter comes by and hands us our tea. Anyway, let's enjoy. Anyway, let's enjoy. Can you stop saying that? Saying what? Anyways. The proper she's got a knife by using we're pronouncing it grammatically incorrect. The proper term is anyway. Anyway is an adverb, thus cannot be plural. And while anyways may technically be a word, it's often used in co-original language which is very informal. I'm sorry, I guess? I don't mean to sound rude or anything. It's just... Did I raise my voice again? I'm sorry. It's fine. I appreciate you informing me and how not to sound informal. Oh, you're welcome. Now let's enjoy our tea before it gets cold. Good idea. Sit to drink our tea in silence. I just strike up a conversation to break the awkward tension. So, what made you join the literature club, before it went to chaos? Well, I haven't been honest. It was to meet people with similar interests as me. I thought maybe perhaps I could find people who had equal fascination in storytelling. I had also hoped that it would help me feel not so secluded from the outside world. Maybe it could be a starting point to become more comfortable with human contact. I suppose it didn't exactly work out that way, however. Well, I wouldn't say that exactly. I mean, you met me, right? And I believe that you and Natsuki, despite your differences, have become a little closer. I suppose you're right. Look at it this way, Yuri. I talk formal English most of the time, but in my language Filipino, I did not. I speak what's basically we shorten every word in the Philippine because it's called balbal. Interesting. See, now I couldn't. I'm very uncasual, but then I'm not formal unless I need to be formal. And again, you're right. Of course I am. I lean back in my seat and rest my head upon my head in my hands. I am always right. Hoo 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 hoo. And I share a small laugh. I guess in the end I accomplished my goal and made of friends. As we sip out tea, an idea strikes me. Light bulb. Why do we say that loud? You don't want to visit Sorry? Sorry? Yeah, so she seemed really dumb because you weren't there. Well, I don't want her feeling blue. I would love to pay her a visit. As long as she's not hanging around and we don't gently open the door, it'll be fine. She'll be happy to see both of us. Where's the tea and head towards Sorry's house. We're right in front of her house. Aren't you and Sorry neighbours? Yep, that's my house right there. Point to the house next to where we are. Anyway, let's go inside. You're just gonna walk inside? Relax, I texted her earlier saying we were coming over. That's why I've been friends for so long, it's completely normal for us just to waltz into each other's homes. Sorry. It's a bit uncharacteristic of Sorry to not be rushing down to greet me. I walk upstairs. Oh no. I walk upstairs to Sorry's room as Yuri hesitantly follows. I knock on the door. Sorry, can I come in? Sorry doesn't answer. Maybe she's not home. Sorry's always home. I knock on the door once more. You better be dressed because I'm coming in. Oh no. Please, 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 no. I don't. Safety image. Gently open the door. Sorry. Oh. Okay, it was a red flag. It was a false flag. Why were you ignoring us? We were sitting there talking to you and you just completely ignored us. Echo? Yuri? What are you doing here? Well, we were having tea together and I thought it'd be fun to pay you a visit. I see. This isn't right. Bringing Yuri here should have made her happier, but it seems I've accomplished just the opposite. You have a lovely home, sorry. Thank you, Yuri. Is it just you here? Yep, my parents are always away on business trips, so it's just me and Mr. Cow. He points to the stuffed cow at the foot of her bed. Sorry. Yes? That's a female. What? Female males don't have udders. Is that so? Well, this is fun, right? All of us together. My scientist was cut short by a phone ringing. I reached my pocket, but it's not mine. Turn towards you. I'm sorry, but I have to take this. Step ahead and answers the phone. It's just me, Sorry, and Mr. Cow. Oh, Miss Cow? We stand in awkward silence for a moment. So you and Yuri, huh? But wait, sorry. I don't know what you got going on your hair, but I promise it's not like that. You can't hide your feelings, Echo. It's obvious since day one you have been falling for each other. My face is red hot right now. I must have turned off the AC. I don't know what you mean. It's really great seeing you make friends. I'm really happy for you. Now I know something isn't right. Something is bothering her. Sorry, what's wrong? I step close to her. I know when something's up with you. You can't hide it from me. She gives me an empty laugh. That's where you're wrong, Echo. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. What do you mean? This isn't good. You weren't supposed to see me like this. I feel like I've been hit by a semi-truck. Flashback to when I caught Yuri hurting herself. Oh, wait, I try to shake it off. Sorry, whatever it is you're going through, let me help you. You don't seem to understand, Echo. I don't want to be helped. Help is for people who deserve it. What happens if you cut a pancake into 4 and you put maple syrup on the 4 pieces? Does it technically become a pizza? Have you broke the code? I think you broke the code. I don't know. And still I can't wrap my brain around what she's talking about. So I don't understand what you're saying. You're just going to make me spell it out for you, huh? Echo. For all my life, I struggled through very bad depression. I've had voices in my head telling me I don't deserve happiness. Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I feel as if there's nothing worth waking up to. Why go to school when I have no future to look forward to? Why wake up when every day pain grows more and more? Yes, you're a true genius. Why wake up whenever I try to see the silver lining in my vision is blocked by radiant clouds? Tell me why I should wake up to put on a mask to hide myself. Why make my friends why make friends when all they do is make you feel better about themselves when they see you as the clumsy one or the goofy one? The one that can never show any other facial expression besides a forced smile. Why wake up? And the one person who has sole reason for going out is in love with another girl. My heart drops. Oh, we're gonna die. We can't drop our heart like that. It feels my entire world has been hit by a big avalanche. My entire friendship was sorry. I have been blind this whole time. Wow. I pull her into my arms. I hold her. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I never knew sorry. I promise you now I'll do everything to make every day a little bit better for you. Echo. She doesn't hold me back. She presses her hand against my chest and pushes me away. You don't understand. No one understands. I don't want people to worry about me. It's bittersweet, you know. That words feels like a knife twisting in my chest. Sometimes it feels nice, other times it feels like a hammer being smashed against my head. I imagine that would be unpleasant. It all makes sense to me now. Why you came here? It's the world wanting to punish me. I don't deserve to be punished, but this is beyond torture. Seeing you here, seeing you with Yuri. It's like my eyelids are forced open while I have to watch a spear go through my chest. And the person driving through me is the one I trusted the most. Every waking moment, every heartbeat is a cry in pain. Sorry? I don't have the slightest clue what to do here. I step closer and gently grip her shoulders. I know I can never understand what's inside your head, and I know I haven't treated you the best I could have all these years, but I still know what's best for you. Give her a sad smile. And I promise I'll always be by your side. But Echo, remember how Yuri once told me that eyes are windows to the soul? I look through her windows and peer into her broken soul. There's only one thing for me to say, sorry. You'll always be my dearest friend. Get out! What? Get out of my house. Go away. No, but sorry. I said get out. She grabs a glass paperweight that's sitting on a desk and throws it at the wall beside me. Oh my goodness. Shattered glass ricochets off the wall. I frankly sprawl out of her bedroom and down the hallway. I run all the way outside. Yuri follows me now off her phone. Echo, what's wrong? She threw a glass object at us. Well, we'll talk about it later. I look back. So he slams her front door closed. We shouldn't have come here, Yuri. I'm sorry. It's okay, Echo. As you said, Yuri has been acting differently recently. Perhaps she didn't mean what she said. Think back to what she said. My best friend's suffering from depression her whole life, and I've been oblivious to her. I made fun of her sleeping in or being super clumsy. It's all my fault. I turned to her and realized she's been staring blankly at me this whole time. So I just got on for it. That helped me to clear my head. I usually go to the local bookstore and read. Of course you do. I smiled at Yuri. I think I could use a good book to clear my head. Start to the bookstore. I don't know if I like this mod. So far, it's alright. It just seems... So far, it is literally just the stereotypical mod. It just seems very much like most other mods we played. Oh no, I have depression. Well, obviously it's not a nice thing whatsoever, but it's the same thing that happens in most mods. And obviously there's never the right way to deal with it. But yeah, it feels like every single mod we played before. Yeah, exactly. Except the only difference with this one, everything's happening so quickly. And I get what they were trying. We're gonna be ending up streaming in a bit because it's getting late. But another thing as well, the suspense. We're going into her house. We're knocking on her door and she isn't answering us. But I know what they were trying to do. They're trying to build suspense because obviously in the base game we know what happens. So they're trying to act upon that to make suspense. But it doesn't really make sense. If we're knocking on her door and she's ignoring us, she's wide awake in there. Why is she then surprised when we come in? It just seems really out of the ordinary. And then Yuri there just seemed really out of place. It seems like they just told her, oh, conveniently it's a phone call, now she doesn't have to be there. And it was kind of just ignored. Other than for like one line where Story talked about her. She had no input in that conversation whatsoever, and then the conversation went on like any other mod. Which to say, the mod isn't even the first, which is very similar to the first game anyway. Which is very, very similar to how it went in the first game when she confessed at the end of Act 1. So, yeah, apparently this is a 6-hour mod in total, so we've got another what, 4 hours of this? I don't know. Robinson is lurking. Yeah, I don't know. They've been here a while. Yeah, so I don't know about this mod myself. So far, I'm not feeling it. So the problem is though, a lot of the time with these mods as well, the start of the mod is very generic and slow, and it picks up the more you play. But so far, this mod is... I can't say I'm feeling it myself, but maybe that will change in our next stream on it. I don't know. Although I don't know when my next stream is going to be, because obviously now tomorrow we're going to be doing Where Winds Meet, and then for me I just like the romance mods. Technically this is a romance mod, although saying that, I'm not the biggest fan of romance mods. They're okay, but I have a hard time reading through some of them. It causes me physical pain to read through some of them. But no, yeah, so tomorrow we're going to be doing Where Winds Meet. Monday is my day off. I don't stream on Mondays. Tuesday, I think we'll go back to some more Minecraft. So, what we'll be doing before that... what we're going to be doing before then, after that, I don't know. Also, I tested out the new feature where you can dual stream automatically through YouTube itself, and if I've got to be honest, it seems quite bad. Like performance wise, it's done really bad. They're not very good at all. Let me just report these people for botting. That's why Twitch is the place for streaming. Yeah. I was saying that the last live stream of the last two Minecraft live streams did amazingly well. It's just this time it really didn't. But I think that's because I tried changing it and it just didn't work. But this is where slightly shorter ones with Doki Doki works out nicer, because we can test it and whatnot. It's not as long form. Oh, I'm tired. Okay, so we're gonna end it here. It's been shorter than my past two live streams. I go sleepy, yeah. And I will say as well, both of my other past two streams have been like 5 hours. What? 4 or 5 hour streams? Yeah, my last two streams have been 4 hours. So I think calling it here today is probably a good one. Tomorrow's, I don't think we'll do that long. We'll be, well, definitely 2 hours, because that's a good mark for it. Whether we go longer than that, shorter than that, I don't know. Though we have unlocked the entire map now, so we'll have more freedom to do what we want. But we'll see. That's a thing for us to think about tomorrow. There's no point thinking about that now. I am also putting together a Minecraft video. The 2 hours per DLC. Every other game is 3 hours plus. 2 hours. Okay. Every stream will always be a minimum of 2 hours. The issue I have with Doki Doki is that, especially when we get mods like this, 2 hours. 2 hours of straight talking is alright. I can do that. But with mods like this, it's not really getting me. It's not really encapsulating or making me really interested to see what happens next. So, despite the fact that, yeah, I wouldn't say I'm not enjoying it, it's not really enticing me to play for a long time. And any more than 2 hours, I start just feeling, I'm tired. Because I'm not being actively enticed to play further. Unlike some of the other mods like Doki Doki, Green Eyes, Doki Doki, Summer's Requiem. Obviously there's some mods that really did entice me to play more. I think it was the Walking Dead one was good. The Doki Summer Sun Cream, Doki Doki Hurricanes. Those ones are really good, and I enjoyed playing them. And I don't know how long they were, but those ones, they had something enticing. They kept the story was engaging and enjoying. This just felt kind of dull, if I'm being honest. But maybe it'll get better. I don't know. Anyway, it feels like playing a game we've already played. Honestly, I spend days not playing. Honestly, I spend days not playing mod. Oh, I forgot to talk to Monica. Oh no, she's not going to be happy. Yeah, it's a thing. So yeah, we'll I guess I could go play another game, but I am tired today, so I think we'll end it here. Thank you for stopping by, Ice King. It's greatly appreciated. Always good to have someone in chat. Thank you, Governorverse, for lurking. It's greatly appreciated. Lurkers and active chatters, you're both appreciated just as much as each other, because both of you guys help me grow this channel more and more. So without further ado, I will see you guys tomorrow. No problem. Bye. Yes, goodbye indeed, Ice King. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye. Thanks for watching. It's greatly appreciated. I can't see